I'm Maddie, and this is my story. So, before Jesus, I was in a really dark place of seeking forgiveness, not for myself, but to forgive someone else. I was in a place of trying to accept some things that were going on in my life that I didn't feel like I should have to accept. I was at a place where hope was really dim, and I was at a place where I just needed some hope and I needed some faith, and it's just a place that didn't have any of that. Jesus was able to bring peace into my life about some of the things that were happening. I come from a family of alcohol and drug abuse, and I was the only person in my family, I have no brothers or no sisters, that went through that experience with me. I was seeking forgiveness for the things that were happening around me so I could live to learn with it and learn to forget it or whatever was supposed to happen. And Jesus came into my life, and I felt like someone had a shovel and was digging things out of me and bringing things out of me that I've never felt in my life. And then at the end of my experience, I just felt like so much weight lifted off of my shoulders. I felt more at peace. I didn't understand it at first. I think it took me a really long time to understand what that was. And it took me a really long time to understand how to deal with it every day. But I know in that moment that only Jesus could have brought me through it, that only Jesus could have said that it's okay, and that you don't have to deal with it any longer. You don't have to deal with the feeling of guilt for not forgiving the person who hurt me. And I learned to forgive myself for any of the thoughts that I had or any of the words that I said. And it just went away. And I still struggle with it on a day-to-day basis. But I can definitely say that now God has given me true peace. My father, the person who I was fighting so hard to forgive my whole life, last year found God himself. And that was around the time that I started coming here. And I just felt that that meant something, that God was trying to tell me that he was here. And he was in my life, and he was going to fix things. And I had to fix them as well. And I had to build that relationship with God. And he gave me that strength to forgive. He gave me the strength to move on. And he gave me the hope that all things can come to an end and a new beginning at the same time. Now I'm in a better place with my dad and our relationship. I've actually grown to like to go around and hang out with him every once in a while. I find it easier to help others going through situations similar to mine. I've learned that serving is a big part of something that I can do to help those people, but then also help myself at the same time. That God put the right people in my life at the right time and put me in the right place where I need to be. And he gave me that hope. And so that hope I have every day, no matter what situation I'm facing, whether it's super, super big or super small. I just have that faith now that God is here and that everything's going to be okay. Because sometimes people go through life and don't have Jesus. And honestly, I don't even know how I did it before, because I know what it's like to feel so hopeless and so out of sorts and you just don't know what to do. But now when I feel that way, I think about Jesus, and I think about how he's going to do everything, and he's going to do everything through his power and his strength, and that I can do everything through his strength. Because he is the greatest, he's the greatest one of all, and I can do anything if I have him.